All right, we decided not to go to town today. This is Thursday. You'll see this Friday. Uh, I'm not going to get the glasses, and here's why. I decided to go ahead. I thought about it all day the other day, and late afternoon I called and told them that I would like to schedule an appointment to start the ball rolling to get my cataracts removed, and now I've got to decide. Uh, Anyway, December 2nd, I have my initial visit where they, measure your eyeballs. I don't know whether they take them out and do that or leave them in. Uh, I'm joking. And then December 8th is the day they do, he'll decide which eye to do more. To me, I feel like I have more gray cloudiness in my right eye than my left. So I'm kind of hoping he chooses my right eye, get that one done and over with. So now I have to decide uh, if I just want them to remove the cataracts, nothing extra, it's going to cost me out of pocket $123, which is, and I'll still have to wear glasses. They won't be able to correct my astigmatism, which is kind of a pain in the ass for focusing on things, and especially shooting through a scope. Uh, So, the next step above that is to correct my astigmatism. It's $1,700 per eye out of pocket for me. And the next step above that, at the $1,700 price, I would still need glasses. So all they can do is correct my astigmatism. And the next step above that is the be-all, end-all, what do they call it? Multifocal lens. And I've done a lot of reading about it. And, most people are very happy with it and glad they did it. Basically, it improves your nearsighted vision and your long-distance vision, your farsighted vision. And removes your astigmatism. And only 1% of people that get it experience halos around lights at night or experience any phenomenon during glare at night. And even if I did experience that, we don't really go anywhere at night. We're not night people anymore. As a matter of fact, we go to bed early, really early, like 8:30. Sometimes we'll have an all-nighter and go to bed at 9. And but we wake up at 3 or 4 anyway. So I got to decide between now and then if I want to spend that kind of money. I'd have to finance it. And, if they financed it for 60 months or so, 72 months, it'd be 100 or less a month or thereabouts. And I could afford that. But anyway, lots of things to think about between now and then. The $1,700 and this is per eye. And the multifocal, I don't know if I did eventually get around to giving you the price. That's $2,900 per eye. So $6,000. And by the time they add up all the little incidentals and doctor fees and, that, it's probably a little more, But anyway, something to think about. Here I am. I've got a couple of little carbon burn-off spots. Right here, there's one. Here, there's one. I can sand all this out. It's not that bad. But this particular piece, the steel that this knife and the last couple of knives came out of, has really had some flaws. Very hard to sand out flaws. Now, when they make that steel, they're not worried about knife makers. I mean, it's not made specifically for knife makers. It's more for tool and die makers. Anyway, and I get it from the same place, New Jersey Steel Baron. But I for some reason I keep losing my train of thought. I got so much going through my mind right now. So I'm going to sand this up, polish it, get my handles on it today. In a couple hours, I'll have this. I'll have these handles on this. Before the day is out. I'm not going to say a couple hours because I still got to pet my cat and pet my dog and look out the window and watch a little TV. And in the meantime, I'll have this done before the day is out. Or the handles put on before the day is out. Well, I have decided I am not happy at all with the shine I've been able to get on this. I don't know what the difference is. Before I heat treated it, I was really happy with the shine. Now, after cleaning it all up and rebuffing, I see scratches that I won't be able to get out because it's been heat treated. See down on the very tip, the scratches? Let me get some of this off. Yes, I'm wearing jammies. She'll shoot me. Do you see that I did not have those scratches? They weren't visible before I heat treated this. So somewhere in the sanding process, I failed to get the previous grit of scratches out. And based on those scratches, it looks like back at 220, 180, 220. Those are some thick scratches. So, and the last one I did, the one I did before this, not the BC Special, but the Texas Rumble, come out perfect. It was the shiniest knife I had ever made, and it was the same steel. So, it's my fault. There's no way around it. I just neglected to get some heavy. You know what? I'm just not even going to bother making polished blades anymore until I get my eyes fixed, because the combination of my glasses and a magnifying glass and everything else, I'm just not seeing the scratches that I need to see when I need to see them. I mean, it's too late that I see them now. So I can make satin finish knives all day and all night. But the mirror polish ones, this is why I don't like having any other knives to make while I'm making a mirror polish knife, because you cannot be distracted and you have to really, really focus. And I just don't have the eyesight right now. So I think what I'm going to do is acid etch and tumble this. Basically, it's a stonewash finish. So I'm going to get some acetone and clean this up really good so the acid will actually darken it. And then I may even try something I heard about and I haven't done yet, and that's a coffee etch. And I don't know how long you leave the blade in there. I'll have to Google that. But I'm going to try an acid etch, and if it doesn't get dark enough, because this is a, shiny finish, then I'll do a coffee etch and then a stone wash. So let me get this cleaned up and get it in the acid. Well, I am disappointed that it didn't take much of a polish, but that's going to look nice. All right, let me get my epoxy mixed up, get this glued and clamped, and tomorrow we'll be ready to shape into a handle. All right, tomorrow we will come out and make a handle. See you tomorrow. God, are these people ever going to decide this case? My God. Anyway, I had an epiphany. While I was sitting in my shop, sanding on a knife, I was thinking to myself how speed kills. And then it dawned on me why my friend Ricky buys Chevy trucks. Because if you buy a Chevy, you don't have that fear of death from going too fast.